I'm Ivory.
I'm Antoinette, and this is Black Girls with No Rhythm.
Hey, Antoinette.
Hey, Ivory.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good. So, today we're going to be talking about the video you sent me.
So, I sent you a video of a white man. Reports said that he's 6'5", 250 pounds. And he is in an altercation with an 11-year-old girl at a mall. It seems as if he was breaking up a fight. Maybe that's what I read. I'm not sure exactly how it started. But he's surrounded by a bunch of little girls. They're all African American. And one of the little girls pushed him. Mind you, she's 11. He's 50. He's 6'5", 250. So he didn't go far. He didn't even move, I don't think. Then he turns around and they're arguing, but you can't hear what is being said. It doesn't sound like he's talking, but it looks like she's saying a lot. And then he goes to push her. And then she runs up on him, and then he punches her. So he has been arrested. Charged with assault of an underage. No, charged with assault of a child under 12. Mm-hmm. So what do you, what was your first reaction when you saw the video?
I'll whoop his ass. Okay, so granted the little girl was wrong for pushing him. Like, that was completely disrespectful. You don't put your hands on no adult. You know what I'm saying? Especially a grown man that you don't know, because you don't know his mind state. You don't know what he's capable of doing. But at the same time, we're talking about an 11-year-old mind frame. You know what I'm saying? They're not children, and I ain't making no excuses for children behavior, but at the same time, as an adult, you need to be the fucking adult in the situation. And the fact that, first of all, he pushed her. Okay, so you pushed her because she ran up on you. Okay, I might give you just a little pass for that. But then the fact that when she came back, you punched her in her fucking face, that's completely out of line. You is a grown man. And you're a piano teacher. So I'm assuming that you probably teach piano to children. So you need to know how to handle children. As a grown man, you need to show some restraint. How we gonna tell our children to control their emotions? Watch how you handle yourself. Think about your actions before you do them. When you got a grown man acting like that.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate today. So I was reading some comments. So I'm gonna just take their side on this one. This is not necessarily how I feel, but I am gonna play devil's advocate. Yeah, I'm playing.
Get cussed out today.
I may get cursed out when I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
So, one, he was there with, mind you, it was a lot of kids. It wasn't just one. It was like
a gang of.
It was a gang of them, and it was him, his wife, and his 2 children. Okay. Mm-hmm. So once, because we always say that we teach, and I'm not gonna use that one because I was about to say we teach our sons. We always say that if you man enough to hit a man, then you man enough to get hit back, right? That's, this is a little different because of their age range. Mm-hmm. But when he pushed her, what made her feel like it was okay for her to run back up on him? What made her think that this grown man just pushed me and I'm gonna run up on him? He's 10 times bigger than you. What did she think was gonna happen?
I don't know what she thought was gonna happen. She didn't think. Because she's 11 years old.
No, I'm not about to excuse the fact that she was 11 years old.
Yeah, no, she didn't think. Like, because at the end of the day, she hit him first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just don't think it's okay. I can't justify it. I don't at the end of the day, he shouldn't have put his fucking hands on her.
She shouldn't have put his hands?
She should have not, but he's the adult. He's the adult in the situation. He's the grown-ass man with his wife and 2 children right there. And then his bitch-ass wife, at what point is she gonna be like, hold on, what's going on? Like, stop it. Husband, let's go. But she just standing back in the background.
She probably didn't even know what to do.
Yeah, she grabbed her fucking husband.
She was surrounded. She
grabbed her husband. You know what? These little badass little girls want to stand out here and fight each other. We gonna let them fight. But what we not gonna do is fight them. She should have grabbed her husband and took him on by his business. She should have grabbed her husband.
So, I can't even play devil advocate today.
Yeah, she should have grabbed her fucking husband.
When I'm gonna tell you this, my first reaction when I saw the video was, because when I first saw it, it doesn't show, the clip that's going around rather, doesn't show her pushing him. It just shows him pushing her and then him punching her. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I need to know more information about what happened. Like, that was just my first reaction. So I did research, and that's when I found the video where it shows how she ran up on him. Mm-hmm. But at first I was like, he was wrong, But what are we raising our children? Like, how are we raising our children to where, one, y'all are in front of them all? I'm assuming y'all are about to fight. I don't know. But it was a group of y'all. Y'all were out there doing something you ain't had no business. But how are we raising our children to where she thought it was okay to run up on a man? Or anybody for that. How are we raising our children to where she thought it was okay to push this man? Like, that's my first thought is, what?
Okay, so number one, we're going to assume that her mom has never had to tell her, don't hit an adult. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to say that she didn't come from a good home or come from a household where you teaching your child this is right, this is wrong. But as you saw, it was a crowd of kids out there. And sometimes when we amongst our peers, we feel the need to behave in a way that we wouldn't necessarily behave if we were with our parents or if we was just with our cousins or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's not to say that her mama not raising her right. Because her mama could be raising her in a very structured environment, in an environment where she's teaching her this is what you're supposed to do, this is not what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then she get out here, she amongst her peers, and now she feel the need to show out in front of her friends. Or vice versa. She could come from a household where her mama don't give a fuck. Where her mama sitting up there raising hell with her boyfriend and her husband, and that's the type of behavior that she sees. So she just imitating the behavior that she see in her own household. We gotta stop assuming that everybody is being raised right, because they're not. That's why as adult, at some point you gotta be the grown up. Because you don't know what kind of situation that girl coming from. Either way, you know what I'm saying? She could be coming from a household where she see her mama, because we know that we didn't see, me personally, I didn't see my mama show her ass. My nieces and nephews have seen me. I'm not proud of it, but like one time at Whitewaters, I showed out on this woman. I swear to God, like I showed out. You know what I'm saying? So in retrospect, my niece could have been like, oh well, I seen you act like this, so I can act like this. And after the fact, I did explain something. I'm like, look, y'all, I'm sorry I carried on like that. That's not the way you act. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you talk to people. Whoop, 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 blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, they still see me show out. You know, so who knows? But at the end of the day, he is the adult. You're a grown-ass man with your wife and your children right there. You, first of all, stop trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, trying to break up these little kids' fight. The mall, that's what mall security for. You ain't got to do all that.
So you wouldn't have tried to break up the fight? You would have just kept walking? I'm
a black woman trying to deal with these black kids.
So it's different.
He's a white man trying to assert his authority over these little black girls. So it's not the same.
So it's not the same.
The way I approached it wouldn't have been the same way he approached it. And they wouldn't have handled me the way they handled him.
So you think because he was a white man trying to, and I don't know what he said to them.
They were probably like, fuck you, cracker. They probably were saying all kind of.
They probably were. And you think if you would have been a black, what if it was a black man, you think they would have handled it differently?
A black man would have approached them differently. We don't know. First of all, you got this big white man walking up on these little black girls. We handle each other different. It wouldn't have been the same, no.
I think it would have been the same.
No, it would not have.
And the reason I say that
because a black man would have been more intimidating. They looked at this white man like, who the fuck this nigga think he is?
The reason I say that because I've seen videos of black women trying to break up fights, and then the people that were fighting ended up fighting the black woman.
Children?
I'm not gonna say they were 11. They weren't adults, but they weren't. So maybe they were teenagers. So we're gonna say that they were maybe in middle school, high school.
Children though, but those what we was just talking about right then was children.
So it's a difference. So yes. The age makes a difference.
Yes, it does. My 11, I'm telling you, yes, it would have made. I don't think it would have been the same.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I don't know. Like if that was my daughter.
Just think about the substitute teachers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Miss Smith don't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? This your regular teacher, Miss Smith. You know Miss Smith don't take no shit. And then here come Miss Lily, the substitute teacher. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gonna handle her way different because she looked like she could be tried.
That man did not look like he could be tried.
He
did not look like he could be tried.
He should never put himself in that shit.
So he should have just let them fight. And just whatever happened.
Yeah, I just don't feel like that was his place.
I feel like he was trying to be a good citizen and was like...
And when you saw that shit backfiring, you should say, you know what? Well, mall security got it.
He should have just walked. We don't, like I said, we don't know if he tried to walk off because, like I said, it was a circle. It's not
no reason for you to punch out an 11-year-old girl.
You're right.
It's no reason for you to punch. You could have grabbed her. You could have, you know what I'm saying? He could have grabbed her by her shoulders. He could have did. He did not have to punch that little girl out like that.
Yeah, because she was knocked out. Like,
he didn't have to do that.
She was gone. And then the crazy thing was about it, once he punched her, the crowd went away. They left her there. Everybody ran off.
Because they scared. Because they children. They're children. They have, like, the rationale is just not there.
Like,
it's not there. And don't get me wrong, you do got some little 10, 11-year-old, 13-year-olds that know how to handle themselves. You know what I'm saying? That would have handled that situation different. But you got this crowd of kids trying to prove themselves amongst their peers.
I wish they would have, and I know they're not, but I wish I could see the whole video. And like, at no point am I excusing the fact that he punched out this little girl at all. Like, I feel like there was so much wrong with this video that it could have went 10,000 different ways had somebody just was like, we just gonna walk away.
So as a mom, how did that make you feel watching?
I don't know how I would. At first I was pissed. Now, this is before he punched her. Like, at this little girl. If that was my daughter, we would have had a really serious conversation. And then as the video went on and he pushed her, in my head I'm thinking, okay, she about to stop. Like, we not going no further. Like, we about to end this. But then she went on and ran up on him. And then he punched her and I was like, what the hell? Up until he punched her, I was mad at her. Like, me and Lindsay would have got her ass beat up until he punched her. Him punching her, she would have gotten cursed out. Would have still happened. But now I gotta handle him.
After I cussed you out for running up on this man, now
I gotta go handle him. Yeah, now I gotta go handle him.
Yeah, because he's the adult in the situation, right?
I just feel like him punching her just would have, I don't know, like he just went too far with that. But I'm also say this: I am a believer that teachers in high school, not in middle school, but high school teachers, I feel like if a child runs up on you, even middle school, if a child is your height, because these some big kids these days, if a child runs up on you, I feel like a teacher should have the right to hit them back. If a child tries to fight you, I feel like you have a right to defend yourself and you shouldn't get fired for it. But that's if y'all are the same.
I feel like you should take all necessary precautions to stop the situation before you retaliate.
All of the ones that I've seen, there was nothing you can do. Like, you have a boy running up on you, hitting you. It wasn't like, because
except for that was
right, like this situation is a little different. But if it was a boy, if it was a group of boys and they were 11, same situation. Now it's different.
No, it's not, because they still some little boys.
I don't think he would have stopped them if they were little boys. I think he would have kept walking. Because in his head he probably would have thought, like, I don't know if they got guns, I'ma just let them. They kill each other. I'm going about my business. Because
it was some little girls, he thought that he could be. Like,
he thought that he could just. I don't think he was trying to be Captain Sable. I really think that he was trying.
Because they tried.
I really think that he had good intentions.
Yeah, but when he seen that shit backfiring, like, and even his wife, like, I'm so annoyed at his wife. Like, she the most annoying. She just standing there.
I don't know what I would have done in that situation, but I wouldn't have tried to break it up. I would have let them fight, and I would have kept on about my business. And that's sad, but I just don't feel like having to deal with the aftermath of me trying to break your fight up.
Because now he got charged. Now he got to deal with this in court.
Yeah, he got charged. Like, I personally don't think that it would have mattered the race or the gender of who tried to break this fight up. I think they would have responded the exact same way. So for me, I'm going to just watch it. I mean, I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to go try to find security maybe. But then I wouldn't want to find security because I wouldn't want y'all to get in trouble. But I probably would find security, to be honest with you.
Did anything that you read mention her parents?
No. It actually said that she refused medical treatment, so they don't know her injuries. And it didn't say anything about her parents. And I've looked
Have anybody
say
anything about parents pressing charges or no type of parental?
No. Nothing about anything parental, nothing about her or if what she's trying to do, nothing. Just the fact that he got charged. And they go into detail about his life. They have pictures of him and his wife, where he lives or the area where he lives, his career, but it doesn't say anything about her family, where she's from, anything like that.
So are the articles trying to make him like be like this good guy, or
no, they're not
unbiased?
They're just They're saying that he was wrong. Like, there's no reason that a 6 foot, I think it was 5.
What could he be charged? I mean, like, how long could he be sentenced to?
They didn't say. They just said that what his charges were, but I didn't look to see how long. But I really don't think that he's going to do jail time behind it. Maybe anger management or probation, but definitely not jail time. I don't know if it's going to affect his career because he teaches piano lessons at home. I'm going to assume it's not.
I mean, unless the parents that he teach piano to side, but they'll probably be like, "Oh, she was wrong for that. She shouldn't have been."
Exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly. Yeah. So they probably know that he's not that on a regular basis anyway. Like, you know what I mean? So I can see his community taking up for him.
Yeah, supporting him.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I don't feel like he should lose his job behind it. And the fact that he worked for himself is a little, if he worked for a company, he would have definitely lost his job.
Definitely.
But because he works for himself, he's not going to, I don't think financially he's going to be bothered at all. And
other than lawyer bills.
Other than lawyer bills. That's it. And they look like they're well-to-do, so I think that they're going to be all right. They did. They did.
What makes them look like that?
The pictures that they were posting, because he took his Facebook page down, but the article that I was looking at, they went and got some pictures before they took them down. So Facebook could be, not true, but they don't look like they're struggling.
Oh, okay.
I'll just say that they don't. And then I feel like he teach piano lessons at his house. Like that in itself make it sound like they have money.
Oh, I guess.
Because piano lessons is like $100, $150, $200 an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So I feel like he all right. I feel like they financially stable.
The lawyer bills on either side. So.
I really don't think he gonna have to do all that.
You think he's just gonna take a little plea?
He gonna take a plea of anger management and probation, and that's gonna be the beginning and end of it. I do not see this going to trial. I don't see.
It was just a video that showed up on the internet.
Yeah, I don't see like the NAACP getting involved or this being this big thing. Just because it wasn't like he randomly walked up to a girl and punched her.
Yeah, she did push him.
But because of how it went about, that's why I don't. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just what it is. If it turned into a big thing, I would be really surprised. Do you feel like he was trying to protect his family? Like he thought that it's the group. I understand. Just listen to what I'm saying. It's a group of girls around me. And we gonna say she was the ringleader. Do you feel like in his head he was thinking at any time all of these girls could gang up on me and my wife, and if I just take the ringleader down, then that's gonna simmer everybody else down?
Like they was probably out there fighting or arguing or doing whatever they was doing, and he go decide, oh, let me come and break this up. Let me stop.
Why is that a bad thing?
Just because, like,
you keep saying it like it's a bad thing that he wanted to stop the fight. Why is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
Because it's not. It's not a bad thing that he wanted to stop that fight. It is okay.
Yeah, because they should never been out there trying to fight. True enough, but I don't know.
Exactly. That is not a bad thing that he was trying to. Okay, so I don't know if you can remember what you was about to say after that, but do you remember where you were going?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and finish the rest. But we gonna say that the fact that he tried to stop this fight was not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but because what I want to say is wrong. It's not a right thing to say.
So that's how you feel. It
wasn't his place.
Because he was a white man.
Yeah.
Black man, if it was a black man or a black female, he could do it.
Yeah.
But because he was a white man, it wasn't his place. I don't agree with that.
You reserve the right to disagree with.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I feel like he was really trying to do a good thing.
He probably was.
It didn't turn out good, and going forward, I'm pretty sure the next time. I'm not arguing
the fact that he thought that what he was doing was right, but when he saw it going left, he should have ejected himself from the situation.
You right. I agree. Now I definitely agree with that part.
He stuck around.
I definitely agree with that part.
He could have walked away. You know what? That's what the fucking security guard get paid for.
So if he walked away and they followed him,
they was not gonna follow him. They was fighting each other. They had time to fight him.
No, if he broke it up and it went left, right? So he broke it up, he went left. So he tries to leave. And they follow him with the foolishness. He still just needs to keep walking. I feel like he still just needs to keep walking. As long as they did not, if they would have touched his wife or his kids, then I would have.
Yeah, he had to defend his family.
Right, but
at this point, he brought his family into a situation.
I'm pretty sure he never thought that this was going to go this way.
But it did.
His intentions were good. So when he went to break him, because they were right in front of the door.
That's what the people always be like, that don't make no sense. No good deed goes unpunished.
You're right, because it was at the door. So it's not like he went and they were in a corner somewhere. They were all in front of the door. So it looked like he was walking out. And maybe he said, break it up, and then it went. It's not like he went over to where they were and like physically tried to separate them.
But he was in the middle of all them.
But they were, from what it looks like on the video, and this is just me trying to piece stuff together. I don't know because I wasn't there. If the whole video ever comes out, then we'll be able to see. But it looks like they were walking out the door, and he just said, break it up. And all of the girls were already there because they were about to fight in front of the door. So he probably walked into them.
He should have walked. I'm telling you, he just should have got in his car and went on by his business.
So he just should have like, excuse me, whatever, like just blinders on. Excuse. That's what I would. Now I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not trying to break up a fight. I'm just not. I don't care if that's what y'all want to do.
8 doors. They ain't in front of all 8 of them doors.
But if I'm already walking out of this one,
if I see y'all, let me tell you something. If I see a whole group of kids, and this is me personally, especially if I got my children with me. If I see a whole bunch of children, I ain't getting myself involved in that. Now, if I'm by myself, if I ain't have my kids with me, I'm gonna go interject. Because I'm a black woman and these little black girls out here showing their ass. And I'm about to go and put on my mama's shoes and I'm about to go get all up in it. But if I got my children with me, come on y'all, we finna go out this though.
That's what now. Mind you, I would have did what you said, whether I got my kids or not. We just gonna go out the other door. I'm just gonna go around and then I'm just gonna let y'all, I'm gonna pray for y'all and I'm gonna keep it moving. But I feel like he thought, he's a man, he's prideful, he probably thinking in his head.
He wanted to go and put up a post and say, I stopped these little black girls from fighting at the mall. Call me a superhero.
That man was
this
not.
Post public.
I can't with you right now. I can't with you. I don't even remember what the original question was that I asked you.
These white people gotta stop thinking we need them to save us. He should have went on.
Yeah, next time he will. I bet you he will not do this ever again in his life.
I bet he won't.
And I hope a lot of people, and that's sad that I'm saying, like, take heed from this and just keep it pushing, because it's like, damn, we just leaving our kids out here to nobody
When
cares.
you was young, how many times did you
Never.
go to a mall and they got to fighting?
Never.
Oh, well, when I was young, you used to be fighting at Greenbrier Mall. Oh, you want to fight? Meet me back in the Cub Foods parking lot.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
Yeah,
my,
it
no.
is what it is. You go fight at the mall. Because that's where everybody at. Yeah, we gonna meet up here and we go fight. And then guess what? We gonna see each other at school on Monday.
Yeah, no, that wasn't.
Yeah, but because you from McIntosh County.
First of all, I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I'm from Chatham County. Get it together. And even in McIntosh, I doubt they don't have them all, so
Yeah.
I don't think nobody was.
But nah, for real, like, it is what it is. Kids fight. You get off the bus and you fight, and then you
now
go home.
getting off the bus and fighting and going home, that
You know
has
what I'm
happened.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but we
anytime
didn't never
you got
met at a
group of
mall.
Kids and they feeling themselves, it might just be a fight. Children fight. It is what it is.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just not. That's just not where I came from, or something that.
Well, you in the city now.
And I've never seen a fight. Lindsay has never gotten into a fight. I mean, trust me, I've seen fights on
YouTube.
Instagram or YouTube or in the school that she goes to, and they're like, somebody will record it, but she's never been a part of a fight, and I've never seen one.
I used to be in fights. The last time I got into a fight, I was 20 years. I fought my whole life. It is what it is. People fight.
Jameis used to fight. Oh, Jameis used to fight.
Talk about who Jameis used to be fighting.
I forgot how Jameis got put out of school every year until she was in maybe 9th grade.
For fighting?
For fighting.
I could not believe it.
Yes, Jameis used to be, man. So I take everything I just said back. We never met at a mall to fight, but we used to fight like on our street. So people would like pull up on our house. Yeah. People would pull up on our house
to fight.
I take everything I said back.
People used to pull up on Jamise.
People used to pull up on our house. And
what Jamise used to be doing to these people to make them want to fight her?
Jamise was always tall. So she got her growth spurt before everybody else. So she was the tallest person in her school. So I don't know what she used to do to them people.
She
like
used to be bullying them people.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I really just sat up here and lied to y'all. People used to pull up in front. And then, matter of fact, the people who used to pull up in front of our house wasn't even there to fight Jamise. The girl was mad at me. She pulled up on my house twice. She was mad at me. We never fought because I had little cousins. And my little cousins used to, like... Because she never used to get out the car. She used to stay in the car. But my little cousins used to go and try to, like, yank open her door and pull people out her car to fight them. So they used to just drive off. So we never fought at the mall.
How old were y'all?
I was in high school.
Hell no.
So Jamise was in elementary school. So we never went to a mall to fight, but we was in a field one time. I don't even know how it happened or what happened, but Jamise was fighting somebody in a field, and there was a bunch of people around, and I don't even know why she was fighting. I don't know. But somebody, their little cousin or a boy ran into the fight because the girl was getting beat up. So then me and Bumpy, my best friend in Savannah, we had to run into the fight. So then we had like this big brawl in an open field in Savannah. I remember that. So I take everything I back. So yeah, we fought.
I used to fight girls about their boyfriends. In middle school, we used to be fighting over boys. They didn't like me. Everybody thought I wanted their boyfriend. Their boyfriend really wanted me. But yeah, we used to be fighting, and I have to fight her every year.
I never got put out of school for fighting. I've only been in one-on-one fight, and then I had to jump in and help Jamise that one time. So total in my life, I've been into 2 fights. It was interesting. Yeah, I take everything. Kids fight. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Children fight. It is what it is.
We don't fight in public places in Savannah. You go somewhere local. Because in Savannah, you going to jail. So you're not going to go to a mall or any type of public place like that. Like, this field was no adults there.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get locked up in Savannah. So you're not about to go in front of a mall because they're going to take you to jail. So we had to do ours, like, low-key fighting. I remember these 2 boys met up by a ditch. We used to have a ditch by our backyard. And they met up by the ditch to fight. In the woods, because we have woods. I'm gonna have to take you to Savannah.
That's some suburban shit.
They were in the woods fighting.
Yeah, that's the most suburban shit.
So
we in the woods to fight.
Yeah, we went in the woods. Man, I'll never forget that.
Nice on site.
And he was doing karate. Man, like they didn't even end up fighting. I didn't even think they fought because he was doing karate and the other boy was just looking at him.
That's the most suburban thing.
And the other boy was just looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
But anyway, back to what we was talking about.
Yeah, we got way off.
That man was dead ass wrong.
I don't feel he was wrong for punching her. He wasn't wrong for trying to break up the fight.
Okay.
He was wrong for pushing her. Like, he was pushing her. I could see him doing that. I could see him pushing her just to be like, calm down, little girl.
Yeah. But the whole punch, like, he punched her ass out.
Yeah, like, she was knocked out. Like, I think they said her head hit the pole, and she was laid on the ground.
See.
But the thing that I wonder why she refused medical treatment.
Cause ain't no telling what guy in the household she came from. Ain't no telling what she was thinking. She probably
like, damn, I'm about to get in trouble.
Yeah.
My mom got to pay this bill. But I know she had a concussion. She had to.
Well, all right.
I tried to play devil's advocate. I don't know how well it worked.
You can play devil's advocate with this situation because he was dead ass wrong.
There were people on Instagram like arguing though, and I was trying to get their point of view. But the more you talked about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I can't.
It's just ain't no way.
Yeah, he shouldn't have never punched her
at all.
Yeah, the whole situation was wrong. Everybody in here was wrong. The adult was, of course, the worst in the situation because he's an adult. He's a whole 50-year-old man. He should have been able to conduct himself a little better.
Well, all right then.
All right.
Thank y'all for listening this week. We'll be back next week.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on all platforms at Black Girls with No Rhythm.
Okay, so no, I just go ahead. So next week, I want to talk about Killer Mike and his documentary on
I have to watch
Netflix. Yeah, so if y'all are listening, y'all should go ahead and watch it too, so that when we talk about it, everybody know what's going on. So the Killer Mike documentary.
How long is it?
It's a series. Well, it's docu-series. So it's a season. But Netflix, you can watch it, so just watch whatever episodes you can.
Okay. How long are the episodes?
So far, I've only watched 2 episodes. They're about 30 minutes.
Okay. And how many episodes in the season?
I don't know how many it is, but
I'll try to watch one a day.
The second episode is the one I really want to talk about.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. We have our topic for next week.
Yeah. Stay tuned in. Black Girls on the Rhythm.
And we're out.